it's Jessica here with another video for a Cherry on Top Crafts, and today's Technique Tuesday. So this month we are featuring the technique of layering. So I am going to show you how I add lots of layers when I'm working in this small 4x4 memory planner album. I like to use these albums for my 52 favorites, or in this case, I'm actually using it to document one of my pregnancies. So one of my favorite things to do during my pregnancies was to take a weekly photo every week to track my progress. And here I have two photos chosen for week 37 and week 38 of my last pregnancy, and I have printed them out. I think they're 3x4 if I remember right. It's 2 on a 4x6. So I have already printed them out at home on my home printer, and I have both of them ready to go, and I added some photo corners from the shop, and I am choosing the Paige Evans Tricks and Treats collection because I haven't actually gotten to play with it much, and these two particular weeks are right at the end of October. So I thought it would be perfect to use this collection because that's what time of year it was. So I am going to pull out a bunch of these little ephemera bits and little die cut pieces. I'm going to layer these up, and I'm going to show you how I add more things on top of these to create even more layers. So what I'm doing here is I'm just building my initial layer with these little die cut pieces, and I'm going to layer some of these pumpkins and florals and these little bits just to create that initial layer. I'm going to overlap them on my photo, and as you can see, the cards themselves for the background paper, that's actually just one sheet of paper. That's one background paper from this collection that I've used, and I've just used both sides of it. So my particular cards are about 4¼ inches. It's a little square that fit right into my 4x4 album. I like to use actual dimensions. You can use exactly 4 inches if you want in these, but I like to take mine a little bit larger than that and really max out the page protector. So mine are, I think, 4¼ by like a little tiny bit smaller than that for the other dimension the other way. But anywho, I am just layering all these fun little bits and pieces on here, and then I like to layer my wordy bits on there as well and kind of overlap them a little bit. And then my title here that I'm using across both of these pages is going to say Witchy Vibes, because at this point in my pregnancy, I look happy, but I was done. This was my third baby at this point, and I was so looking forward to that 39-week mark because I knew that I was going to be getting induced, because I typically make very large babies. So I opt for the 39-week induction, for the voluntary induction, and I was super excited and just ready to meet this baby and find out what the sex was, because we don't find out what the gender is with our babies. And I had 2 boys already, very blessed. I was dead set and thinking that obviously I was going to have a third boy, and I was just super excited to meet this baby, and I found out that she was a girl. So we are super blessed and so happy to have her in our life. But yeah, so I love this little mini album to document my pregnancy, and I am just layering all these little sticker bits and little pictures and little ephemera, and just getting lots of layers onto these little cards and kind of putting as much as I can without completely covering up my photo. So I like to layer things over the photos and around them as much as I can. So yeah, I just like to make them super fun and add lots of color pops. So I am grabbing my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive now, and I'm just going to add a little pop of sparkle with some sequins from my stash. As you can hear, baby girl is here beside me as usual. This is actually the baby that I was pregnant with at the time. She's 2 now, so I know I'm a little bit behind on getting these photos scrapbooked and in memory albums, but you know what? Better late than never, right? So trying to get some unfinished projects finished. That's actually one of my goals for next year, is to finish up some of these projects. My last little layer is some machine stitching on both of those little cards, as you can see there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this process, and I hope you've learned to layer up some of your little pages. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.